Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing another unboxing video with a company called Mooncool. This is their TK Pro, and I did a video a while back that I can post right up here of the TK normal, but this one's actually the Pro. They've had some, not issues, but people complaining about they wish they had this or wish they had that, the old Mooncool. So they addressed that with this one with a 20 amp hour battery, a 750 watt rear motor, awesome rear end that's independently spinning. I'm going to teach you how to put this together. We'll ride it and we'll talk about it. We'll do some pros and cons. So let's dive into it. All right. Well, number one, I'm going to try to be as thorough as possible because I was trying to save as much money as I can where you're not having to put this together, have someone put this together. Jesus. So they put some glue on that thing. So they claim that they have put this bike together. 95% of this bike is put together. Now, I worked with this company years ago, and they were terrible, absolutely terrible. There was nothing wrong with the bike, but it's literally, you had to put this entire bike together. And I gave it a bad review, and they have improved so much from the last time. That actually, I really, really like this company. And awesome, look at that. That looks crazy, isn't it? We'll be right back. I'm just gonna take this out and put it right here. One thing that cheaper trikes have is they use one solid axle, so it feels weird when you're turning. And they came up with a bike differential. It actually has independent spinning, which makes it much smoother a ride, and it doesn't feel weird when you're turning. This is gonna be heavy. It's not it's 91 pounds. It's almost 91 pounds. Let's see here. It is foldable, but you're gonna have to have a plan on how to pick this up. We'll start working on putting this together. So when you get this, you're gonna get 2 boxes in the mail plus this box here. So I don't know what those are. So when I got this, those things came in it as well. But it looks like we're gonna have to put the handlebars on, front tire, which is really easy because the tires, it's not a regular e-bike where there's one tire in front of the other where it can move back and forth. You gotta stand here with these two. So let's put on the handlebars first. There we go. I'm so proud of Mooncool. They have came so far. It's got a little notch here that slides right inside there. That's how easy it is to open this bad boy up. That's simple, dude. Very simple. Let's get in these boxes real quick. I just wanted to get that knocked out and start opening this up. This is probably a headlight. Yeah, that's a nice headlight. This is your charger. It takes 4 to 6 hours for it to charge the battery. Some quick tags, your manual and your warranty. One of the complaints on the tools is that, yeah, everybody does it. They don't never give you the best tools. Nice little riding, just a few tools. A little bottle holder and then a cargo net. And I think there's a little screw in here as well. And I think that's for your headlight. And it's got a quick disconnect axle, which I freaking love. This bike is amazing. It's $16.99, $1,700, and this is going to be very, very easy to put together. So your rotor, it's a 180 millimeter rotor, which is pretty company standard. Anything less than that for an electric e-bike is insane. Make sure you take that off. All right, let's put this tire on. So rotor's on the right side with the brake. Put the brake on first, and then slide on your axle, just like that. This is insane, so easy, dude. That is crazy. That is they're so difficult to put on. Let's put this on. There's a way to put this on, and there's a wrong way, so I want to show you. We're gonna slide this right inside here, and then we're just going to tighten this nut on the left side. You can spin this around like this. So I want you to look at this axle. If you tighten it up just like this, a branch or anything could hit this and open it, and then it'll start to rattle and unloosen this, and this tire will come off. There is a right way to do this. I want to show you real quick. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more. What you do is put this along with the with your shock, just like this. Boom. Put it just like that. So if anything hits it, it just reflects it. That will keep everything safe. Make sure you do that. It is metal, which is awesome, and there is no scratches on this at all. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm very proud of y'all. So you see that little tab right there? So the long side goes to the back of the bike, just like that. In just a minute here. But it's going to be a little bit of a balancing act. You're going to have to, there we go. All right, so we're going to take this off. We're going to have to put the bolt. I'm going to take this bolt off here. And Mooncool, one thing, you're doing everything right, but you actually can weld a nut on here, and this can be the screw. A lot of companies do that, and it's very simple. Just weld the nut on there and it's done. You did put blue Loctite on that. That's awesome. All right, because this is going to be a pain, because we have to hold the washer, the nut, the screw, the front fender. You know what? I'm going to leave this off. Because if you don't put the basket on, you have to put the fender. You have to put the light on here, but we're going to put the light on the basket. But yeah, they have to hold the fender, the screw, the washer, the nut, and balance everything. That can be just such a pain, dude. So just welding that little nut on there makes such a better experience. All right, cool. You can tighten this down because you can adjust it. This part I don't think you have to watch. This is simple. I just want to show you. Just slide down just like that. Boom. And then tighten it on. So very simple. So once we've got these put on, just lift it. Just spin it real quick. Just make sure you're not rubbing anything. Next thing to do, let's put the basket on. So we need to take these screws off and loosen them up. And they're already very loose, so I guess they assume you're going to take these off in the first place. You don't have to take them all the way out because the basket actually has a little slot for all this to fit. All right, let's take this. I'll slide it on. Boom, just like that. Hopefully you got to see it. The next thing we're going to do is put on that front headlight. Guys, we are almost finished. It's insane how easy this is. There we go. All right, that is done. The next thing we got to do is the headlight, and that's going to go just like that. But remember that little screw that was in this box here? That's what we need, is right there. Boom. Boom. They give you little wire ties as well, so you can keep your wires nice and tight. Man, if you can get some longer Allen wrenches, get them, because this can be a little bit of a pain. Perfect. All right. We can take this off. It's very satisfying. And then we put this on, and this is arrow to arrow, and it has a little knot inside that it lines up with as well. So just make sure you line up those arrows so we don't bend those. Boom. All right, yeah, you can wire tie that. So I'm gonna put one probably right here. Dude, we're finished with that. Let's go to the back and plug in the rear brakes and put the rear fenders on. Oh, and then we gotta put these on. I don't know what this was. Oh, okay. So it's a lock to lock your bike. And it's branded Mooncool. That's awesome. Oh, all right. And what is this? Oh, cool. A water bottle. This is a little pouch. A Mooncool pouch that you can hold, I guess, your water bottle. Does that fit in there? I think that might fit right up there, is what that's supposed to do. It's got little pouches on the side. Molly. That's cool. Good job, guys. I like this. This is stuff I don't see this type of stuff. I have seen these before. Rear view mirrors. And what is that? Oh, a cell phone holder. That's cool. So it's an aluminum cell phone holder, mobile cell phone holder. And it fits perfect in this box. It's like you intentionally did that. That's awesome. All right, so let's get over there. So when you see these bars, they go on the inside, just like this. And it's actually got brake lights on the back side and the brake light in the back here. So this is actually for that side. That's for this side. And it's got 2 screws. This can be a pain if you don't have the right screws. The stuff that they're gonna give you is, and I'm gonna use their products, but man, if you've got like some T-handles, Allen, or something, it's just gonna be way, way better than what they give you. The tools are pretty chintzy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So it's got a little knot right there, if you can see that. That actually goes right inside here. This is very self-explanatory. The knot is for this to move back and forth. These are threaded. This is just gonna be a little bit of a pain. All right. So you don't have to watch me do this, but you can get the gist of it. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna tighten this down. It's gonna take a minute. All right, so these get wired. There's a little wire right here. And what they've done is they've taken a wire and they just wrapped it around the other side. It's right here, but you just have to unravel it. It's just like this, just like that. And then just do arrow to arrow. And then you need a wire tie. There we go. They give you wire ties. Just put it right up against like that. But that's it. But these can make some rattling noise when you're riding on the trail and stuff like that. So putting a little gasket, a little DIY to make the noise quieter. So the next thing we need to do is put that seat on, the foot pegs, and then we're finished. Let's grab these. You know what? This is gonna be a little bit more harder. Let's do this first. Dang, that's huge. Oh, that's for a 7-foot tall person. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit of a pain. I wish they would put this on. I get why they don't. I mean, you have to pack all that. Because what you have to do, it's got these little grooves where it slides into this slot right here. And then you have to adjust the seat back and forth as well. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is such a pain. Just letting you see, this is real world craziness right here. This is not easy to do. I've never liked doing this. I'm just trying to, it's just gonna have to come off. All right, that's the best way to do it. And take that, slide that up on there. I mean, this is a pain. Golly, this sucks. If I can just get a couple of threads on it. And I don't even know if this is how I like the seat, but it's not on yet. I'm just trying to mock it up a little bit. So about right like that. That's what we're looking at. So we're trying to keep it flat as possible. You don't want it too far back. And then you can adjust it back and forth this way if you need to as well. All right, hopefully you can see how that's done. So slide that on. Like that. Lock that down. That looks pretty good, huh? All right, now let's work on this. So we've got a rider's left, which is an L, and a rider's right, which is going to be on the right side. The left side is going to be lefty-tighty, so it's going to feel super weird. But while you're driving, you won't unscrew the pedals doing it that way. They give you very little tools, which is fine. Very simple. Boom. Make sure you tighten that down. So I'll do the other side. You don't need to see it, but that's very simple. This is lefty-tighty. The other side's gonna be righty-tighty. And then let's go up to the top and take a look at their how they got everything set up. Okay, everything else is put together. I do wanna show you a few things real quick. So these 2 little screws here, that's where at the very beginning, that little cup holder, you can screw it in here. It slides in, locks in, very simple. There's a little notch here, and that's for your wires. They'll just slide in. There's keys up here. And that is so you can put the key in, pull the battery out and charge it in your house, so you don't have to charge it in your garage or whatever you have. That might make more sense for you. You could lock it in if you're in an apartment and just carry this back up. So let's go to the top and let's look at the electronics. All right, let's get this little thing taken off here. It's a little bit sloppy. You can tighten those down. Also, there is a USB-C to charge your phone, and it does come with that little phone charger, or that little phone block, which is really nice. It does have these little, this has to be plugged in. There we go. Let's push this button here. There we go. That's cool. So we have a plus and minus button. We do have turn signals, and I'll show you that in just a minute. We got horn. It does have reverse. We have eco mode. I'm pushing the plus button right now. Touring, sport, and sport plus, and then turbo. Now, the top speed on this thing is 16 miles per hour. It's like 15.8 miles per hour. It does have a payload. It'll hold up to 450 pounds. The static weight is what they call it, is 90 pounds, 91 pounds. It has 6 gears, which is, I wish they had 8. It's actually lower. But this isn't built for speed. This is built for torque. So this is like pulling for hunters, grocery getter, getting firewood, just stuff like that. So let me push the hold and push the front. Yeah, that's, so hold the plus button, turn that on. Hold the plus button again, dims that, turns this off. So freaking awesome. So let's talk about some pros and cons real quick. I want you to hear some of the cons. I want you to think about this when you buy one of these things. This is a heavy beast. It's 91 pounds. Even though it does fold up, imagine picking 91 pounds up. That's a lot of weight. So you're gonna need a truck. You're gonna need some room to put this in and be able to have like 2 people, or if one person's picking it up, they're gonna have to be strong. 91 pounds is heavy. If you're used to a regular e-bike going 20 to 28 miles per hour, this is not the bike. This is more for torque. I said that earlier. This is grocery getter. It can help you get the deer out the woods. It can get you firewood, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, it's made for torque. It only has 6 gears versus standard 7. And I personally like 8 or 9 personally. Out of the box assembly, it's 95%. Is that really 95% put together? I don't know. But that really wasn't hard to put together. I have had some comments of the Mooncool, the TK, not the Pro, that it took them about 4.5 hours to put together. This did not take me 4.5 hours to put together. Final thoughts with the Mooncool TK Pro, it's a torque sensor. So the difference between a cadence and a torque sensor, cadence is when you're pedaling it, it just on or off. It turns on or it turns off. Torque sensor, which is in the back there, it actually feels what you're pedaling and will give you power when you need it. It really helps you save on the battery. The brake system is absolutely insane. Hydraulic high-end braking with 180 millimeter front brake and rear brake, and it has parking brakes. Make sure we use those, because if you get off of that and it rolls and hits a car, that's gonna suck. So let me know in the comments below, how would you use this utility trike like this in your setup? Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Guys, I will see you on the next one. I do appreciate y'all watching. Thanks, guys.